All right, I think I'm gonna have to show my allegiance here. I figure if I can wear a shirt with your face on it, it might make you a little less comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta tell you, I met this guy a year ago. He was in town for CCD Smiles, which is a charity that you are highly involved in. And
that's who I'm here with today, at the con.
And I have to tell you, you are awesome.
Oh!
I mean that. I've met some really cool people, but the fact that you're out there doing this for people, you're literally putting smiles on people's faces, and that's phenomenal.
That's the goal.
So thank you. But, you ready for this? You ready to get some questions? Let's get some questions. Let's do this. It's a little Stranger Things. We would like to also mention that he occasionally would like to talk about something other than Stranger Things.
Yeah, I like to do a thing where, like, when we start asking questions, I'd like at least 3 of them to be unrelated to Stranger Things. I like talking about other stuff. That's fun.
We can talk about
anything.
The time we met George Lucas.
Yeah?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, that's when we met George Lucas in a restaurant at a hotel in LA. That was fun.
All right.
Yeah, that happened.
Sorry, a little inside information there. Please, go ahead.
Okay, hi. I want to know what your favorite dance move is, and if maybe you would be willing to show us.
Oh my lord.
I don't want to put any pressure on you.
No, that's pressure.
But a couple of years ago, Napoleon Dynamite, John Heater, he danced on the stage.
Okay. Well, now I got a lot to live up to. I can't dance to save my life, so this is gonna be great. There's one dance I used to do that I can't really do anymore, but I can try because I haven't really tried it in a while. It's the worm. It's a basic one. It's the worm where they do like the weird like thing. And my mom's recording this. Thanks, Mom.
That would be awesome.
At anybody anymore.
No. Was that a first?
Not a first for doing the worm?
Yeah, well, no, being asked to dance.
Oh, to dance on stage? Yes.
5,000 people?
Is it 5,000? Really?
No pressure.
Well, happy early birthday, because it's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
So do you still feel like a kid? Like with all the acting and the schooling and all that, do you still feel like a kid when it comes to acting? Like, 15-year-old?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, I am a kid. I gotta stay a kid for as long as possible. No, yeah, seriously. Childhood doesn't last long, and you gotta savor it. Even when you're presented with adult responsibilities, you can still have a childlike way of approaching things, and that's not necessarily immaturity. I mean, yes, that happens sometimes. I'm 15, but yeah, you can always go at it with like the positivity and wide-eyedness of youth. I think you can do that throughout your whole life too, if you just have that attitude. Just because you're presented with adult responsibilities doesn't mean you have to approach them in a boring way. You can make things exciting. Sorry.
Hey, it's okay. I haven't grown up yet, so it's fine.
Okay.
I love you too.
I just wanted to ask if you could do a reboot of any movie ever, and what character would you play in that reboot?
Oh my god. I don't know. I've never thought of this. All the reboots that I wanted to be rebooted have been rebooted and not rebooted very well. I just don't want to say, let's redo this. Because when I say let's redo it, it's only because I want to experience the same thing that they did. It's not because I think they should do a redo of this, just warning you, because I don't want to be tomorrow like, this is stupid, he thinks this should be like rebooted. No. I think most things shouldn't be rebooted. I feel like we need to make room for more creativity and originality. But if we're gonna reboot something, just so I can just say I experienced it, I have to be a little bit older, but maybe Jaws, just because it's Jaws. They don't need to reboot it. It is the shark movie that started all shark movies that really haven't been great. But Jaws is awesome. I love Jaws with a passion. That's the first one that came to mind.
Would you want to play the shark?
Yeah. Who else were you thinking I'd play?
I don't know, there's the sheriff who seems pretty useless, but...
Yeah, the sheriff. Or no, yeah, the sheriff. I feel like, yeah. Yeah, why not? I'll play anybody in them. They're all great parts.
Hi. Happy early birthday. I'm a big fan of yours. My name's Pete. And hi, dude. And basically, this is a non-Stranger Things question. You're welcome. Basically, what is your favorite cartoon?
Favorite cartoon? My favorite cartoon, up until the point, I remember this transition. It was from this show into Star Wars because my uncle from Michigan came to visit me for a summer when I was 6 years old, and then he got me obsessed with Star Wars. And I hadn't gone back to that TV show since it was Ben 10. I loved Ben 10 with passion. And all the spin-off series. Oh my goodness gracious! I remember my Uncle Bart got me the first 3 seasons on DVD, and I never stopped watching it. Oh boy, I loved it with a passion. Remember that, Mom?
Yeah, I think your parents
remember
my
that. Yeah, my parents are not remember.
Yeah, they remember.
I love you.
Okay, hi, my name is Braxton, and I gotta say my sister's super jealous that I'm here talking to you. Anyway, my question is there any movies that are from the 80s or the 90s that have inspired your work as an actor?
All of them?
Just one.
Just one. Oh my goodness. Well, I think that there are a lot of films from that time period that have inspired my work in Stranger Things, definitely, because it takes so much inspiration from the works of the 70s, 80s, 90s, all in that area. But definitely Jaws, definitely E.T., Goonies. Yeah. But when it comes to comedic stuff, probably Rushmore.
See, the one thing, when I talked to him initially, it turns out that this guy didn't need to be told about any of the 80s stuff and Stranger Things. He already knew all of it.
Yeah, my parents raised me right. Yeah, that's it.
They raised him right, didn't they? Actually, yes, they did raise you.
Yes, we should hashtag that.
Alright, so I'm a big fan of Stranger Things,
Thank you.
and I also play D&D, so I was wondering if you play D&D, and if you have a campaign you play.
I don't play D&D. I'm sorry. Oh. I know, sorry. That's it. I don't play it. I'm sorry. It's a common question because apparently the scene in the first season is very accurate to how D&D is played, but I don't play it. I've never really had the time to play it, and even if I wanted to, none of my friends would probably want to play it with me.
Well, I think we could get some friends to play with.
All right. I think we can find plenty here, but at home I think they're all like, no. Why would we do that? I'm like, that's awesome.
Because it's 10 hours of imagination.
10 hours of imagination. I'd like to. I would like to.
I might have played some D&D in my day. I don't want to, yeah, anyway.
You're my favorite member of the cast on Stranger Things.
Thank you.
My question is, Millie and Finn both have other projects that they're working on that are yet to come out.
Yes.
What can we expect from you, or who the heck do we need to write so that we can get other work from you?
I've got some stuff coming up, actually. I'm going to be doing an animated movie called Hump. It's very exciting. I'm very excited about it. It's by Camel. It's fun. Yeah, it's going to be cute. I'm excited about that. And then I have an indie project that I'm very, very excited for. I can't tell any details about it. It's very, very secretive, but I will be filming that in the first quarter of 2019. So I'm very, very excited.
I just want to know when they're going to put you in Star Wars.
I want to know that too. Not kidding.
Yeah, I know you're not. Who doesn't? Okay, no, we won't go.
Hi. First I want to say I love Stranger Things.
Thank you.
But my question is about your musical theater background. Do you prefer the stage to the screen? Or if you could be in any Broadway show, what show would you be in?
Okay. Well, I think it's hard to say if I preferred film over theater right now, because I would say theater definitely right now, but I've only been on screen for one project. I mean, I should probably expand my work on screen to really get the feel for how it agrees with me, I guess, or just to see how I feel on screen. I gotta do some other projects, but I think just being on stage, it really is just the feeling that I'm having right now, except it's a lot more nerve-wracking, because if you mess up, you mess up. But yeah, it's a rush of adrenaline and just pure excitement and happiness and just joy. I just feel joy on stage, and I always have. Any production that I'm in, I mean, it doesn't matter what size the part is, it doesn't matter if it's on Broadway or if it's just me doing my high school musical. I just did the musical in my high school that I just did in the fall. Yeah, I mean, it's the same exact feeling that I get when performing on Broadway. It's just, it doesn't change. You don't feel like you're doing anything less, because everyone involved is such a very tight-knit family. It's just an experience that you can't ever forget. It's amazing. Oh no. Yeah, but there's a lot of shows that I of course love to be in eventually. Of course, I would love to do Les Mis again. Of course, I can't be Gavroche anymore because I'm a big boy now. But eventually, I'd love to play Marius or Andros. There's a lot of parts that I just have fantasies of playing that are just super unrealistic, but I mean, I would love to play, or Jean-Paul, sure, Jean-Paul Jean. But I was thinking, I would love to be in Hamilton. Dear Evan Hansen is my favorite show. It's my favorite musical, Dear Evan Hansen, and I love that show so much. I would die. It's Gaten, thank you.
You know, one of the stories that you told me when I met you that I thought was phenomenal was how hard you worked to get in and on Broadway.
Yeah, it's a process. It took me about 3 years of auditioning to get anything. And that was auditioning multiple times a week going up to New York. All the time, since I was 6 years old, just turning 7, up until I turned 9, and it was right when I turned 9 actually that I got Priscilla Queen of the Desert on Broadway. That was my first role that I ever played on a stage, and it was fantastic. It's crazy to say that you started your theater experience on Broadway, and it's usually not how it works. And I'm very, very lucky, but the process is just very, very long, hard. And we were about to give up. We were about to be like, hey, it's probably not going to work out because of a lot of times I wouldn't get cast because of my lisp, and you can't Like I wouldn't get a lot of voiceover stuff because a lot of times it can be distracting over on audio and stuff. So it was hard for me to do that. Hard to do commercials. So it was always hard to find work. But there was always that one project where they're like, "Hey, I like that," and then they would use it. And I just really, without those people who had been willing to take a chance on the lisp and the teeth situation, they were just like, yeah, we can. They said they could use it and use it to their benefit. Every role that I've played has basically used that, and I really appreciate that. And ever since I got Priscilla, I just have been working ever since, and I've loved every minute of every time I've stepped foot on a stage. I've loved every minute of it.
Alright, so my question actually is going to be about Stranger Things, and
It's time for one of those, yeah.
what was your favorite scene to film in season 1?
Season 1. Well, my favorite scene to film in general was in season 1. It was the very, very first scene that we're in. It's the Dungeons and Dragons scene where we're all huddled up on the tables and at the table. It's a lot of fun. Mainly because it was our first day filming. It was like the first day of the show. It was like the first day of filming for everybody. It was like that was the day that kicked off Stranger Things, and it was just that's a day you can't ever forget. But the problem with that day is that we all of us had a little case of the giggles, and it's not great to have on your first day of work. It's not like it comes in like schedules or anything. It's not like it comes over time. It just happens. It just happens. The giggles just happen. I actually had a giggling day last week. It was quite fun. They're always fun, but then you just look at the directors and they're like. But we had the giggles the first day of working, and we couldn't get through the scene. And you just see Matt and Ross like, why did we cast these children? This is the worst mistake. This show's gonna bomb. And eventually we got our act together, and we just started taking it, I guess, not taking it more seriously, but just like realizing what an opportunity we had. And I think we all just became very, very serious within the first couple weeks just because we realized how in-depth you had to be. It was amazing. What in the hell?
Salt Lake City.
I see that.
And nobody comes to our town and has a birthday.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody comes to Salt Lake City and has a birthday without us bringing out the troops. I want you to know that he's turning 16 tomorrow, so I was going to buy you a car.
Buy me a car.
But I can only afford the key ring.
All right.
Nice Millennium Falcon for you, though. Absolutely. So, folks, what do we do on birthdays? Come on. All right. We're going to give you I'm not going to lead this. Maybe you can.
Do it.
Oh, Vader's got something to say. Go ahead, Vader.
Gaten, on behalf of the 501st Legion and the Rebel Legion, we present you gifts for your 16th birthday.
I just hugged Darth Vader and didn't die. Luke Skywalker who?
Now, I think there was a song going to be sung.
Yeah, yes. It's not the Imperial March this time. Oh, look at him. Look at this. All right, folks. Are we going to do this?
All right.
Sit there and be quiet and just take it like a young man.
Take it like a big boy.
All right, everybody. 1, 2, 3. get ready to do some karaoke.
Thanks, guys. That is so cool.
All right. Put the toys away.
Okay.
We got work.
Oh, check that out. That was awesome. Thank you to whoever did. That was badass.
Well, as it's been said before, we love you.
Yeah, we do.
All right, you've waited patiently. You've been patient. Here we go. Come on.
I don't know if I can top that.
Hufflepuff?
Yeah.
Badger Pride.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh. I want to know who your favorite was on Ben 10, because like I grew up watching that. It was my favorite.
Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Stinkfly. I love Stinkfly. He was just funny. I always laughed at Stinkfly. He was my favorite. I don't know, I just thought he was the funniest. And I remember that, I remember this one episode where Diamondback had like, I think it was like something where he had like, he was on the water and like him and Stinkfly, he kept going back and forth between Diamondback and Stinkfly. It was like the coolest episode ever. And there was a game online for it. It was a crappy game. It was just bad. All you had to do was like move like your arrow because the thing would rotate and you hit the fire button and you had to like ward off waves of field guys was like drums, which was like it was like gaming at its finest to the 7-year-old me. Like, this is awesome.
I hope none of you designed that game.
Sorry.
I'm just wondering, what is the most interesting thing that happened on set of Stranger Things?
The most interesting thing. Okay. It's a pretty interesting set. I don't know, that's hard. There's a lot of stuff that happens. I mean, there's funny moments, there's just like moments where you're like, did that actually just happen in real life? And you're like, yeah. But that's hard to say. I feel like it's probably filming this past season. This past season has been crazy. But I can't really talk about it because I'm not going to talk about it.
Should we bring Vader back out?
Oh no. You're going to interrogate me with Darth Vader? That's not fair. The most interesting thing on set? I don't know. That's really just, there's so many different things. What's your problem, dude? I don't know. It might have been the first time we were, for me, it might have been the first time they had a big green screen set for the first season where Mike had to do his scene where he was off the cliff and then Eleven saves him from the cliff and they had him on wires in a green screen place and I just see him getting lifted up. It was probably really cool for Finn because he was getting lifted up on wires in a green screen room and I was just sitting there watching like, go buddy. But it was really cool. I think that was probably really interesting. I mean, like you see a lot more of it about now for the second and third seasons just because I'm sure that they have access to more they have access to more stuff for the show, so it's cool. People are cheering. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Jackie and I have a question about Stranger Things too.
Okay.
If Dart had have lived, would you think he would have been like, I don't know, a friend or a pet or anything?
It's hard to say about what would happen. I think it's pretty easy to say, it's just kind of heartbreaking. I think that there's no way that Dart could have lived and have it like work out at all. Dustin and Dart just weren't meant for each other. They had separate paths in life.
Every cat in the world.
Every cat in the world
is thankful.
Yeah. Thankful. I think he kind of Dart kind of had to die just to keep the story progressing. I don't think he could have been a pet, because I mean, that's honestly a little far-fetched. Like imagine like continuing with like, they're going on with their normal life and you see Dustin just like strolling on the street, like walking his Demogorgon. It's not gonna work. It doesn't work out that way, because I mean, you couldn't really keep him, because once he goes full Demogorgon size, you're gonna have to hide him somehow. Because nobody knows. It's only a few select people that know about what's going on in Hawkins, so that would be hard. Yeah.
Okay, hi, my name is Jency.
Hi, Jency.
Hi. And so I was just wondering if on set any of the cast members pulled pranks, and if so, who and what did they do?
Yeah, Millie and Noah did one of the most awful things. Like, why would you do that? They convinced one of the ladies at costumes that her wedding venue was canceled. Yes, not kidding. They pretended to be the company where she was going to have her wedding, and Noah called acting. He's like, "Hi, this is Brian from so and so," and I was just like, "What are you doing?" They're like, "Look, just watch." And they're like, "Yeah, your wedding venue is canceled." They're like, "No, stop it right now, immediately." And they didn't, and she thought her wedding venue got canceled, and they're like, "It's a prank," and then she hated them. I would too, that's messed up.
You were asking if they were still kids, right?
Hi, my name's Addison, and what was the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened on set?
It's honestly a lot, it happens a lot, just because it's not really anything like super specific that's super embarrassing. It's only a situation that unfolds a lot. It's the one situation where the director says, because they need to get clear-cut like voices for everybody, especially for like screaming scenes. When everyone's like yelling, they need to do each person individually. They do the shots over and over again, but each person screams alone, and they do one all together. And the reason they do that, everyone is still acting when they're not making any noise, and only one person's screaming, so they can get it clean, so they can edit it and stuff. And when you don't hear them say, "Okay, Joe, you're gonna scream, nobody else scream," and like, and they yell action, and then there's my dumbass going, "Ah!" And I'm like, "Dang it!" I'm like, cut it. I'm like, what? Joe's screaming. Sorry. And then I'm just like, yeah, that was me. It happens a lot though. Mainly with me, because I don't know how to listen.
Hi, it's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
My name's Michael.
Hi, Michael.
My question to you is, doesn't have to be your character, but what was your favorite quote or line from any season of Stranger Things, and why?
It was honestly probably, not because of the line itself, it was probably when I had my moment of dialogue with the librarian in season 2. When I got the books, and I'm like, I'm on a curiosity voyage, and I need my these books are my paddles. I'm like, the whole "I need my paddles" thing. When I ran out of the door, "I need my paddles" wasn't scripted. But I remember I just said it because I'm like, you know what? Why not? She goes, "Mr. Henderson." And I said, "I need my paddles," and I ran out the door. And I was just like, yeah. But I wasn't like that because Sean Levy, who was directing, came out and he goes, "Yes! Yes! Yes!" That's why I was like, yeah, go me.
Well, yeah, the best lines are never scripted, they just happen.
It's not always true.
Don't tell the writers that.
Don't tell the writers that.
Hi, my name is Sam, and I'm a big fan, and I was just wondering, how long did it take to get your hair to look like Steve Harrington's? And what was the process?
Okay, you're not gonna believe this, guys. It took 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes.
Wait, Farrah Fawcett, right?
Farrah Fawcett, the whole thing. Oh my goodness, it was so easy. All they had to do was tease my hair. They tucked the sides behind the ears. They gelled it a lot. there, and they sprayed it up there to keep it up. And then the hardest part was getting that little curl, but they got the little curl, and then they put clips in to keep the hair from like going boing. Which is great. But it kind of looks like Electro's mask from like the old comics. It's just like, yeah, and they just had to keep the clips in. And sometimes we roll, and I have my clips in, and they're like, Gaten. I'm like, yeah? I'm like, clips. I'm like, sorry. And sometimes it would just go boing in the middle of the take. That was really funny. But yeah, it was actually a pretty easy process. It wasn't hard.
I have to say that scene was heart-wrenching. But then it ends beautifully, right?
It ends happy. It's a happy scene.
Well, it's the pretty in pink thing. Oh, so apparently people will dance with you now.
Apparently.
Now that the
Don't you know I don't need a partner today? Didn't you see that just over there before? No way. What are you saying?
I think she said she wants to be your girlfriend.
Oh. Next question.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
What was your favorite scene to shoot with Finn Wolfhart?
With Finn Wolfhart? It was probably the scene. It was the day of the giggles, guys. It was a night shoot, and so we start filming at like 8 p.m. and then go into the morning. Those are the worst and best because, of course, you're exhausted, but they're the best because it's kind of like a little adventure. It's like fun. But it was the scene when we veer off into the pumpkin patch. We're about to dig the tunnels to go down and light the hub on fire. Spoilers! And it's when Steve is freaking out, and then he just starts ad-libbing. Joe is one of the best improv actors I've ever met in my life. He's hysterical, and Finn is there next to Joe in the car, and Joe's ad-libbing, and then Finn is supposed to be very serious, just starts laughing. A lot. Like a lot. And then one is joking around and Joe goes, oh my god, stop laughing, you freak. And then Finn goes, I'm not a freak. And then he goes, let's roll again. What is your problem? Oh my god, that just sums up giggle days for Finn. They're quite extravagant. Pretty exciting stuff.
Someone needed to remind him that he was going to, maybe die. What you're doing is insane.
And you're laughing your ass off.
Go ahead.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
First of all, I love you so much. If I could give you a hug, I totally would.
Well, then come here and give me a hug.
One hug. Otherwise, this is going to take forever. Look at that. He's young and spry. And Spider-Man. Okay.
Okay, so anyways, my question was, if you could choose to be any other character than Dustin, who would you choose?
Hopper. Just because he got so much backstory that we haven't seen yet. I'm very, very excited for everyone to see. What has because Hopper's awesome. Yeah.
That might have been a secret, but you kind of...
No.
Okay.
Hopper's cool. Newsflash.
There you go.
Okay, so I was wondering, how many Three Musketeers did you eat when you were trying to give them to the Demogorgon?
That is a good question. I had to eat so many Three Musketeers bars on Halloween night because I'm there, eat a Three Musketeers bar for only one scene. But the scene takes place over different locations because they're walking down the street. So we have to do one location, a bunch of different shots. The next location, a bunch of different shots. Next location, a bunch of different shots. I ate probably an equivalent of like 15 candy bars. No. No. I never thought I'd see the day I didn't want to eat chocolate. That feeling has passed, obviously. I love chocolate. But I was ready to just quit it. I'm like, I need a vegetable.
Actors that died in Stranger Things, who would it be?
Yeah, Bob. There's really no need to explain why. It's Bob. He's so... Aw. It's Bob!
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry?
No, sorry.
What's wrong? I love you so much. I love you too. So, what was your favorite 80s movie that you had to watch?
80s movie that I had to watch. Stand By Me.
All right, we're running out of time, so let's get through this. Come on.
No, I know. What are you talking about? Let's keep talking forever.
So my name is Coco.
Hi, Coco.
And I love you. And my question was, who was the funniest to work on with set?
Joe Geary. By far. No one, oh my gosh, just this past couple days, with working with him, it's just been oh my gosh, we just laughed. I haven't laughed that hard in a couple years. It's so much fun working with him. He's so funny.
All right, I've been told that this is the last question, so let's get it and make it perfect.
Crap, I forgot my question.
That's a wrap, everybody. Thank you.
So I loved you so much, and when I saw you for the first time on there, I'm like, oh my gosh, is the real Gaten Matarazzo? Oh my gosh. But so my question is who is your favorite person to hang with backstage?
Backstage?
Yeah, backstage or offset.
I don't know. My mommy. You're alright, Dad.
He has to say it. They're sitting.
You gotta say it. She's sitting right there.
All right, guys. Well, I hope it was a great little birthday party.
It was amazing. Oh my goodness. Darth Vader hugged me.
I hope you guys are having fun at FanX.
That was bananas.